Hey guys, Character here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Yokai Watch Model Zero from Yokai Watch. This is the second version of the Yokai Watch that's used by Nate in the anime from episode 27 onwards, and used in Yokai Watch 2 by both protagonists. This also features a new Yo-Motion technology, which is exclusive to this version of the watch. This includes three things: the Yokai Watch Model Zero itself, and two yokai medals. So, let's get started. So, first up we have the Yokai Watch Model Zero itself. The design has changed quite a bit from the original Yokai Watch, where now instead of being just white and gray, it's now got a color scheme of blue, gold, and red. You can see the main dome up here, with the gold bezel on the side. And inside the dome you can see the projector for the Yo-Motion technology. You got a bulb here, which is supposed to be for the yokai searchlight. And then the actual projector hole right here. Have the lever on the side, and the notch for turning the bezel. On the side here you have an on-off switch, which is nice since the original North American watch did not have one of those. And you've got the wrist straps here on the bottom, which are looped the same way as the original North American watch. So if you want to change the batteries, you'll have to actually remove these straps through this loop to get to the battery cover. But like with the first one, the batteries are included right out of the box. This can fit a wide variety of wrist straps, ranging from children to adults, as I'll demonstrate here. As you can see, fits my wrist several notches in, which means it's wearable by both kids and collectors alike, which is always a nice thing. Compared to the Japanese yokai watch type Zerushiki, it is certainly quite a bit different. You can see that because of the projector, it's a lot bigger and bulkier. You can actually see a light bulb right there in the bulb on the type Zerushiki, where this is completely empty. On the Japanese version, you can actually tuck in the lever like that. And the colors do have some subtle differences, where on the North American version, they're very kind of plain and flat colors. The Japanese one has a more metallic finish to both the plastic and the paint, and is overall more accurate in terms of design. But they did have to sacrifice accuracy for the sake of the gimmick. Next we have the two included medals, the Jibanyan Victory Medal and the Come On Come On Medal. So taking a look at Jibanyan, you can now see the design for the Yo-Motion medals, which has the same basic frame design, but now in a solid green, and with this new part added to the top right corner, which contains the pictures for the Yo-Motion. You've still got the little bar here, which in the Japanese version of the medals contain their names, but in this case just contains the kind of yokai characters that do make it slightly more show accurate. And one of the interesting things is that for the English dub of the show in North America, they actually digitally edited the in-show medals so that any Yo-Motion medals would also have this piece in it, which actually shows quite a bit of dedication on their part. And then you have the Come On Come On medal, and Come On Come On is a Shady Tribe Fallen Angel yokai. You can see his pose right there, and then of course still have the section in the corner for the Yo-Motion. On the back, still have the shifted over railings and the little indented pieces there. Now, compared to the two medals included with the Japanese version, there was a little bit of a mix-up. While the Japanese version did contain Come On Come On's Japanese counterpart, Matenshi, the Jibanyan Z-Mel included was actually his Niue pose, which in the North American version is called Jibanyan Next. Whereas the actual Japanese counterpart to this mel is the Jibanyan Komanyachi mel, which was included with physical copies of Yokai Watch 2 Honke, aka Fleshy Souls. And so with that, they actually switched the Jibanyan Next medal to be included with Fleshy Souls. And you also see the differences in the designs, where the Japanese Z-medals actually had clear green frames, and for whatever reason, you can see that Jibanyan in his new poses is actually kind of tilted, just so they can fit his whole body in there. Whereas on the Japanese ones, he's just standing straight up. And with these two, you actually see that they had to kind of shrink down Come On in the image to fit him in fully. Whereas he takes up a lot more of the picture in the Japanese version, so it's because of the way they designed these and the way they had to accommodate the gimmick, there are quite a few changes made to the medals. Getting back to the watch, we can now show off what it does. The first thing about this is that while the power switch here shows a circle for on and an X for off, having off actually switches it to Try-Me mode, as there was a Try-Me feature out of the box, or rather in the box, where there was already a preset medal, and pushing up on the lever would have the O-motion projection activated once. And to show off this, I actually took out the section of the box where it would shine on, and you actually see it right there. So next we're going to switch it on, just like so. And you'll notice that it's actually pretty loud. So, while it's like this,
Searching for yokai.
it'll actually still have a yokai searchlight mode that projects a simple white light from the projector right there. And turning it to either the 1 or the 2 will make that sound. So next we can summon the yokai by first placing in the medal and turning the dial to 1.
Oh! Summoning time!
Then turning it to 2.
Summoning Charming!
I'm pretty busy right now.
And there you have the summoning sound for Jibanyan. Now, one of the unfortunate things there is that they actually gave him the same phrase as the original Jibanyan medal for the first watch, which is certainly a shame, as in Japan the big appeal of these new medals was new quotes or new sayings for Jibanyan in the watch. But following that, pressing up on the lever once will have him repeat his name, and pressing and holding the lever will activate the O-motion projection. You can see there he's doing his Pause of Fury attack. And that's just done by projecting 3 lights through the 3 different holes to create that projection that comes out of the hole right there. And then you can remove the medal just like so. And next for Come On, Come On, I'm actually going to show off one of the interesting quirks of this watch, which is that if you insert a medal and first switch it to 2,
Summoning time!
it will still do the standby song.
Summoning Shady!
Come on, come on!
This is quite different from the Japanese version, where if you switch it to 1, it would always do the summoning standby, which would also be on repeat instead of playing once and then stopping. As you can see, it is set in that version. Now, additionally, this also has a feature where if you put in an older medal, it will still partially recognize them.
Summoning time! Summoning Charming!
But it will not play the name, or will not say the name of that yokai. As a bonus, I also bought 3 blind bags of the Series 1 Yomotion medals. Now you can see that I already opened these, and that's just so I could check the medals and find out the names of the yokai, since I'm not familiar with all of the new names for the yokai that will be in the second games. So you can see on the front a wide variety of the medals that can be found in the packs. And these cover both the green framed Z medals and the red framed classic medals. And what's a little bit different is that now with the Yomotion packs, they only include 2 medals per pack instead of 3. And you can see that Series 1 has 30 Yomotion medals in total. So for the first pack, I have Baumano's and the legendary yokai Spoilerina. For the second pack, I have D-Muncher and Swelton. Then for the third pack, I have Smogmella and another Swelton. I actually opened this one second, which is why this Swelton is still in its packaging. So, I'll show off the sounds of these for you guys.
Summoning time! Summoning Mysterious! Baumano's!
Then here's his projection.
Baumano's! Summoning time! Summoning Legendary!
Spoilerina!
And her Yomotion.
Spoilerina!
mysterious?
Smognella. Smognella.
Then Swelton.
Oh! Summoning time! Summoning tough!
Swelton. Swelton.
And lastly, Demuncher.
Oh! Summoning time! Summoning brave! Demuncher! Demuncher!
And there we go. So overall, the Yokai Watch Model 0 certainly has its strengths and its weaknesses. On the plus side, it has the O-Motion technology, which is a feature exclusive to this version of the watch, and it was never seen in Japan. It also does let you use both the O-Motion medals and your old medals, even if those ones won't say the yokai names. And it still does fit a wide variety of wrist sizes, so it can be used by kids and collectors alike. On the negative side, because of that gimmick, it is a little bit too bulky, and it's also a little bit too loud, at least in my opinion. And it also really isn't just quite as pretty as the Japanese version because it has more flat colors. But that being said, if you've been collecting the North American medals up to this point, you have no reason not to get this, because this is what's going to be used for the new medals for the next little while. And you can still use your old medals. But if you want a watch that is more show accurate for cosplay purposes, then that's when I would get the Japanese version. So, with that in mind, this is recommendable, but it is not necessarily perfect. So, next time I'll be doing another episode of Toku Toy Theory. We'll be looking at the new generation riders, Duke, Sigurd, and Marika. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and or subscribe, and you can check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/krx50. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.